Hello my loves, this is Dr. V and today I am back with a timeless love reading. This is going to be for all signs, all twin flames and soulmates on this special journey to love. I know many of you are seeking to unite or even reunite with that special person in your life. So today we are going to go in deep on the energies of where your love, where they are at, whether they are a divine masculine or a divine feminine. We're going to see what energies they're dealing with, what energies you are currently going through, what is going on in your connection together. And today we're also going to be looking at where are some of the blocks, where are some of the obstacles, what could you possibly surrender or let go of in terms of getting closer to this union that you're seeking from both sides, right? Like what is it that may be blocking your union and connection, and what kinds of resistance or any kind of negative thoughts, negative patterns can you both kind of really let go of, right, in order to come closer to one another. So we're going to be focusing on that particularly today. So if you are new to this channel, I just want to give you a big warm welcome, tell you how happy I am that you're here. If this reading resonates for you, please do consider subscribing and joining this family, this Live Tarot family. You guys know who you are. You are so awesome. It is the most loving and supportive place for all of you who are on this journey to love, and I feel so honored to be here to serve you all. So without further ado, let's get right into this reading. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off with looking at the overall energy of you and your twin flame or soulmate. Okay, so let's start off with you. So Spirit, can you please tell us, for you, lovely, beautiful soul who is watching this video, what is your overall energy at this time? Wow, this one just jumped out, so we're going to take it. And it is the Peace card. I love it. Okay, so now let's take a look at your love. What is their overall energy at this time? What is your love's overall energy at this time? Wow, this is lovely. Okay, so we have some good positive energy coming through already. We have peace and we have gratitude. So this is really, really important. This is interesting. I've also been feeling, and this has been coming out in other readings as well as personal readings that I've been doing for my clients. I feel that there is a lot of gratitude energy coming through, especially from the divine masculine these days. I feel that there have been things that have really turned for the masculine energy, particularly, as in the masculine has been going through some very deep and dark struggles. And I feel that in this process, the masculine has also made some decisions and behaved in certain ways that he is not proud of. And because of that, I feel that for some of you, there has definitely been some sort of a conflicting energy, some sort of a separation energy coming through. You may have needed to step back because you felt that his behavior just was not him. It's almost like you felt that this is not who he truly is. This is not the person that I fell in love with. This is not the person that I have this deep connection with. You've almost been asking yourself, who is this? Because certain dark cycles your masculine has definitely been going through. And in this time, whether he has expressed it to you or not verbally, vibrationally and energetically, he has understood that he has taken you for granted in some ways, right? That he did not really focus on your emotions. He did not focus on how this behavior could be affecting you. And he didn't, to some extent, for some of you, he didn't really notice how much this behavior deeply was affecting you, and it was making you very sad, making you very unhappy. And it was causing a really kind of deep rift between the two of you. And for some of you, I know, because I know from the messages that you sent me and the emails that you sent me and the comments that you leave, for some of you, you were even questioning, is this it? I mean, is it time for me to move on? Has this connection kind of gone beyond what can be repaired, right? And so I know some of you were asking yourselves that question. But what's interesting here is that in this turmoil, in this separation, or in this difficult time that the masculine has been going through, and even some of you feminines have been going through, this is not just the masculine. I do feel that a lot of it does come from the masculine, but there are definitely feminine energies who are going through this as well. It's like you've understood through these dark times that you really did take your love for granted. You took your twin flame or soulmate, you didn't really understand how much they mean to you, how much they have actually done for you, what an amazing impact they've really had on your life. And so I feel very much that whether they have been able to verbalize it or not, your love is coming back to appreciation. They are coming back to gratitude for you, for how much you have helped them through this dark time, how much you did try your best to stand by them. You tried to be supportive. You tried to give them unconditional love. You tried everything you could to make things better. You really did try to hold their hands through whatever difficult times they were going through. And I feel that this is a real turning point, in the sense that if you feel that your love has not appreciated you enough in the past, then they are definitely starting to appreciate you now. And so for you who is watching this video, I feel that that turmoil really did take a lot out of you. It really dissipated your energy. It made you feel very sad. I feel that many of you have been struggling. This is not all of you, but many of you have been struggling through anxiety, anxiety, some form of heartbreak and depression because of how your love has been acting, and because you may be in some form of not really contacting each other right now, right? You may have had to step back from this and seek your peace. So you have definitely been trying to let go, trying to detach, knowing that you have no regrets. Like, I feel very clearly that you feel you've done everything, okay? At least whether or not this works out, you know that you have no regrets, because you gave it your 100%. You gave everything, your mind, your body, your soul, your emotions, and now you are seeking peace. So actually, this is very good energy that is coming through from both of you, because it is the energy of transition from more negative patterns to more positive patterns. It's taking a positive turn. Okay, so let's take a look at your tarot. Let's go in deep on, as we see your love moving into this gratitude, moving into more of this appreciation. Spirit, can you please tell us deeper, what is the exact energy of your beloved right now, your twin flame or soulmate? What is their exact energy? What are they going through right now in their heart, their mind, their thoughts, and in their life's journey? What is your love's exact energy? Wow, see? This, I'm not surprised. Okay, this is really telling right here. So look at this. We have the 5 of Pentacles, or the 5 of Wheels, the Four of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. Wow. Okay, so definitely this is actually something that your love really did need to go through in order to open their eyes. So this is amazing. See, this is why, see, if you look at all of these cards, this is why they have come into gratitude. This is the reason, this is the explanation of why they are now seeking gratitude, why they are so appreciative of what they had with you, which they may feel that they are losing at this time. They feel the loss. Five of Wheels, Five of Pentacles. Okay, they are feeling extremely desolate in this loss. Okay, so your love is going through a very dark time in being away from you. Okay, they're feeling extremely lonely. They're feeling very abandoned. Not that you abandoned them. You did everything that you could, right? But they are still feeling like they have been abandoned by love, even though they know that they alone are the reason for this, right? You know how sometimes we make choices that we know are really bad for us. We know we shouldn't have done it. We just couldn't help ourselves, as in we just didn't have that consciousness. We weren't conscious. We kind of went off the deep end into, darker energies, darker moments in our life where we just, even though we may have known that we're totally sabotaging ourselves, we're like shooting ourselves in the foot here, we still did it, and now we deeply regret it. We are feeling abandoned, even though we know we brought it upon ourselves. Your love is feeling like they're literally standing here out in the cold. I love how this card actually shows that energy of literally being left out, excluded, feeling like you are desolate and alone, and you don't have that love and support that you have come to count on. That is how your love is feeling right now, and they know that they have been in this Four of Swords energy, like they have taken this time out, as in this is a time that is now pushing them to really consider their own actions, and this is good. So if you have stepped back, if you have kind of said, look, I need to set some boundaries here because I have given too much, too much has gone on here. I need to seek my peace now because I just feel like this has been too much drama, too much crap going on. If you have stepped back, this has really worked out well because your love needed to feel what life is like in your absence. And they are not liking it at all, okay? They are really now feeling what life is like without your love, without your warmth. It's like you are the sun, or you were the sun in their sky. And now that you are gone, they are literally, look at this, in this cold, dark night. That love, that nurturing, that friendship, that companionship that you gave them, they are feeling the absence of it very, very deeply. And that is why they are in this deeply contemplative mode, Four of Swords. It's making them think. And you know what? They needed it. They needed this time to really think about what they've done and look at this. See, one of the things that I feel has been coming through lately also from the collective, especially for the Divine Masculine, is there's been a lot of energy emotionally that has been cut off lately. And again, I'm not saying that there haven't been feminines who are going through this. They are as well. But I do feel a lot of masculine energy around really breaking off or cutting back that heart space energy, feeling too vulnerable to open up their hearts. And this does definitely come from a lot of insecurity that your love feels, okay? There is some sort of insecurity here that runs very deep in their hearts. And that insecurity really translates into deep-seated fears, right? Fears of abandonment, fears of betrayal, fears of, it's so much easier just to keep my heart closed, to only open it up just a little tiny bit, just a little tiny bit to get some love, to be with my twin flame or soulmate, right? Because they are the love of my lives, but not opening up enough to truly give you what you need. So there's definitely a disconnect in terms of who is giving and who is receiving, and that is not right. And that is something that you also have finally come to terms with, is that you can't just keep giving, right? You have to be able to equally receive. You both have to bring it all to the table. And I feel that your love is now, with this Four of Swords energy, having that time to contemplate and realize that they didn't bring it all to the table. They did not. They really held back. They really held back their true emotions. With this Knight of Cups energy, it's like they were like maturing into their heart space energy. They were very slow at opening up to you. They did not open up to you, even though you put it all out on the line. Like, you gave everything. You were willing to risk it all, but they did not. And I think that's what hurt you the most. It's like, really, I did everything I could, and still you're not opening up to me. Still you're keeping secrets from me. I feel like for some of you, not for all of you, there's a special message here where I feel like your love was definitely keeping secrets from you. As in, there were certain things that they were going through that they are not sharing with you. As in, they are either too embarrassed, too ashamed, or just way too guarded in that insecurities that they have, right? Like with them feeling very insecure and very vulnerable, they have certain aspects or certain secrets in their life that they are not really confessing to. They are not letting you know. And that is also something that they really need to think about. Like, they are realizing that you were such a beautiful presence in their life, and they gave that all up to hold on to these secrets for no real reason. So they're starting to finally open up this heart space energy and say, you know what, if I want this love back in my life, if I want you, if they want you back in their life, they're gonna have to come clean. They're gonna have to tell you everything. There can't be secrets between you anymore. They're gonna have to let it all out, the good, the bad, and the ugly, because that's what a real relationship is, right? But this is really wonderful because I love this progression. Look at this progression here. They feel completely alone, abandoned. They know they brought it upon themselves. They feel so lonely and desolate without you. That absence is making them really, really think hard about who they are, what actions they've taken, where they have truly kind of messed this up and let you down. And because of that, they are now opening up that heart space energy, that Knight of Cups. They are willing and wanting to open up to you, and it's all starting with gratitude. Okay, they are extremely grateful for everything that you did give them when you were in their life more, right? Before they kind of really disappointed you or drove you away or made you feel like you were not enough. I feel like also for some of you, there's some sort of a weird energy here where it's like, even though you gave everything, they made you feel like you weren't enough, like what you were giving or what you were doing was not enough for them. That's like, I feel like a special energy for some of you here that it may resonate. Maybe not for all of you, but yeah, they made you feel like you were not enough, and that was not right at all. And so you did take action towards that. That is why you also turned away from this connection for now and sought your own peace, because you're like, no, that's not true. That is not true. I am enough. Wow. Really strong energies. I love this. This is good. Good turning points and transitions. So let's take a look at now. I'm going to go in deep on what aspects of your connection have been a struggle for the two of you. Okay, so what is it that we need to surrender here, right? What blocks unhealthy patterns of behavior, just unhealthy mindsets? What are things that you both could surrender in this love, in this connection that will bring the two of you closer, right? Because that's what we're looking for. What do we need to do to bring you closer to each other? Spirit, what do we need to surrender in order to come closer, to come back into union with one another? Wow. Okay, so there's a lot of beautiful creative energy coming here. Creative energy coming through here, which I love. So I feel like this has a lot to do with new beginnings, guys, because wow, look at this. It's like, I'm going to turn these up so you can see them better. It's like there is fresh energy coming through here, as we saw before, from this idea of transitions, right? That there are transitions coming through very, very beautifully in this connection, right? There's a turning point. A corner has been turned. So I'm going to get some more clarifiers here for you guys in terms of what kinds of transitions and turns are coming that are going to help you. Wow, see? There you have it, the reconciliation card. Wow, beautiful. So let's get some more clarification here on, see? Oh my gosh. This is amazing. Oh, I love this. See? We are turning. We are turning. So here we go. We are turning. So look at this. We have surrender to creativity. Surrender your need to always be right. Surrender to miracles. Surrender to your full power. And within that, we are giving up fear. Okay? We are definitely creating transformation. We are definitely seeking support. We're not going to do this alone, right? We are going to let the people who love us support us. And look at this. When we do that, oh my gosh, we are heading towards union and reconciliation. Wow, I love this. Okay, so let's trace our path here. Let's see what it is that is going to lead us there. So let's start here, because I feel that this may be a certain energy that is coming through for you, your beloved, or maybe both of you, right? Because as you know, all relationships have ego battles, power struggles. That's just normal part of life. Surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflict and improve your relationship. This is so amazing. It's, this is such an interesting energy, because it's like, how it's, I feel, who says this a lot? I think Abraham Hicks, I think she says this a lot, is that, do you want to be right, or do you want to be happy? And I've listened to her talk about this when she talks about Esther, right? When she talks about how Esther used to have this need to be right with Jerry, her husband who passed away. For those of you who do follow Abraham Hicks, it's just a special message. She used to always say that when Jerry was in the physical with her, she used to struggle with always wanting to be right over wanting to be happy. And that is such a wonderful distinction to be made. And I do think that it is very empowering. I do feel that when you do that, when you surrender your need to be right and you focus on being happy instead, you do surrender to your full power. Look at this. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing small. And so I do very much believe, and again, this is just my personal opinion, but try it, test it out in your own life. See how it works for you. If you give up the need to always be right, or if your love is always needing to be right, and that turns into arguments, that turns into dissatisfaction or conflict, try to just drop it a few times and see. Even if you know that you are right inside, let them feel it. Let them feel that they are right. If you want to be happy and joyful, then you already know in your heart what is real and what is true, right? You don't need to fight it out, right? So I'm only saying this because I've tested this in my own life and it has worked beautifully. It has worked beautifully. 8 times out of 10, I try to just be like, yeah, everybody has their own viewpoint. That's absolutely fine. You have yours, I have mine. It's okay to agree to disagree. Now, this doesn't mean that you are weak. This doesn't mean that you let the other person, your twin flame or soulmate or your love, control the situation. No, you are not giving up your power. You are not being weak. You are not letting them control the situation. You are just saying that it is okay to disagree. Okay? I don't need to be right. You don't need to be right. Everybody is right from their own perspective or their own, life experience. We all look at life through our own life experiences, right? So I feel that the more you let go of conflict, the more that you stay in that peace. And I feel very much, because this was your overall energy, this is what you are seeking, is this peace. This is going to bring you that greater peace for sure. And you're going to feel so much more energy in this connection, because it's not going to, the conflict or any kind of drama that you might be going through is not going to dissipate your energy. You're going to be able to stay really energetic, really happy, and really joyful when you just stop the struggle. It's kind of like if you feel like it's like a tug of war often, with that, if you think about what tug of wars are like, when you have like one person at one end of the rope and you're at the other end of the rope and you're pulling, you're pulling in your direction, they're pulling in their direction, and you're just both exhausted, right? If you just drop the rope, what happens? They fall, right? They fall because they're pulling, right, with all their strength. And so that's where I feel like that's a really great analogy to use for staying within your full power by letting go of conflicts and ego battles and just letting things be. That is where your true peace lies. And that is where true transformation for you guys and your connection is going to happen. And it's going to feel like a miracle. Look at this. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. So I do feel that, part of what Spirit is trying to say here to you is that have faith. Have faith that wonderful things are coming for you. No matter how much, turmoil that you have been feeling lately. I know many of you have been in a lot of pain, a lot of struggle. I know that many of you have been having tears flowing lately, right? I know you write to me and say, man, I watched some of your readings and boy, I was crying. I was breaking down because of everything that I've been going through. And I just want you to know that my heart goes out to you. I totally understand. And I know sometimes it feels very hopeless, right? But just know, I feel like this is Spirit saying, look, we've got your back. Even if you have been going through a lot of pain in your life right now, especially when it comes to your love, don't give up hope. Don't give up faith. Know that miracles are coming. Miracles are always there. There is a transformation that is coming around this corner. I do feel that there's a tremendous energy of people shifting of your love shifting their vibration, because they are experiencing a lot of realization, and that is why there's a breakthrough that is coming here. And part of it is that as your love is doing this, they are definitely working on that fear with that Four of Swords energy we saw, really thinking things through, looking at what has gone on in the connection, and then starting to open up that heart space with that Knight of Cups energy. The fear is going to dissipate at some point. They are realizing that they can trust, they can open up their heart. I also feel that for both of you, letting your friends love and support you during this time is going to be important, and having good friendships is also going to be very important. I do feel that for many of your divine masculines and feminines, they are definitely getting support from good friends who are helping them kind of get over some of these fears. And I also feel for some of you who are, remember we had that energy of secrecy, where some of you, your loves are hiding something. There's certain things that they feel too vulnerable or ashamed to tell you. But I feel for some of you that they are confiding these things in their friends, right? Like people that they've known in their life for a very long time. Like not just like any old friends, but like friends, like childhood friends, like, people who they trust very deeply. And yeah, it hurts that they're telling them and not you, but just have a bit of patience with that, because I do feel for some of you that those friends are actually helping them to let go of their fear of telling you. I feel like those friends are supporting your love to actually get over their fear and tell you what it is. So I feel that for many of you, your love's friends are saying, look, you need to tell her the truth, or you need to tell him the truth of what you're going through right now. Don't keep him in the dark, right? You love him or you love her. Don't do this. It's only going to drive her away or drive him away. You need to open up. You need to let go of your fear. You need to let him or her know what is going on in the same way that you're letting me know. So this is actually going to work for you, not against you. And now look at this. I mean, this is so lovely right here. Surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. So this, I feel, is a beautiful ending message for the two of you, is that someone from your past is returning to your life. So for many of you, this is a union and a reunion, both, as in if you feel that you guys have been struggling, there is going to be a reconciliation, and it's going to be very creative. It's going to be very different. I feel that there is a lot of strong positive energy coming from your love, in that they want to reconcile with you, but they want to be different this time. It's like they don't want the same pattern to continue on. Like they're not seeking to come back into your life or to ask your forgiveness only to behave in the same way that they did before. That's not what they're seeking. So what they're trying to do is come to you with, their heart in their hand, offering you their love, asking for your understanding and forgiveness, seeking to, share their secrets with you, but to create something new, create something different, bring a renewed energy to this relationship, and to solve whatever the problems are between the two of you in a more creative way, in a way that is going to be permanent, not in a way that just kind of throws your problems under a rug and until they come back out again, like, ghosts haunting you in the night, like, pursuing you everywhere you go, but more bringing them out into the light. Thinking of a creative solution by starting out by being honest, right? And so I feel coming up for the two of you, there's going to be moments of a lot of honesty coming up. You being completely honest about what it's going to take for them to regain your love, what it's going to take for them to earn your trust again. And if you are on the other side, what it's going to take for you, what effort you're going to have to make in order to gain their trust back, if you are the one who has lost your love's trust, right? So there's going to be a lot of honest conversation going on here, but you need it. You don't want to push all these things under the rug. You want this reconciliation to be permanent, real, forever, right? So get creative, believe in miracles, have faith that the universe is always with you. So now remember, this is a general reading. So if it doesn't all resonate with you, that's fine. Just take what resonates with you and leave the rest. If you'd like to have specific guidance on your situation, that's what a private reading is for. And the link to that is in the box below, as well as a link to all of the oracle decks that I've created, especially for all of you who are on this journey. So make sure that you leave me a comment. And you know what? We are going to add an affirmation of the day at this point. I'm so sorry. I was so deeply into this reading that I forgot to stop for our affirmation of the day. So if you'd like to still do an affirmation along with your comment, I think the one that really works for us today is I believe in the miracle of love. I believe in the miracle of love in my life today and every single day. So write whatever you think it works for you in terms of really opening yourself up to beautiful miracles and beautiful things happening in your life. So make sure that you, if you like this video, please make sure that you subscribe, like, and share. It means so much to me. Make sure you leave me a comment and the affirmation of the day. You know how much I love you guys and believe in you so much. So excited to have you here. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you all on the next video.